Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is the Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 2 Part 58. In the previous video, we began our Roer stopover day. We pretty much talked to all the regular NPCs and did 4 of our 12 bonding events that are available to us. I think we're going to just kick off more bonding events. Now, do I remember where they all are? I mean, maybe. Did we ever go to the bar now that I think about it? I don't remember if I went to the bar. Did I? We talked to you. Yeah, because, you know, you're like trying to play matchmaker. Really, you're not trying to play matchmaker. You think you've already succeeded at, did we talk to people in the bar? I think we did. Yeah, because you talk about how recruit, that's good. Okay, yeah. All right, it is a new day. So I don't really, you know, after 24 hours, which is about how long it's been, I think it's been like 24 hours exactly since I recorded the last video. Basically, after that point, any and all information is wiped from my memory every day. I'll be taking a look around the Roer Institute of Technology soon. It's practically the premier technical university in the country, so I think any time I spend there will be to my benefit. Nerd! I would imagine so. We did go inside during our field study, but that was just for Professor Smith's request, so we didn't explore much. But still, it's very you to make a break for the nearest school when we finally get a little time to rest. Well, if there's something I can only see while we're here, why wouldn't I? Maybe you should do the same. Shut up. A better way to lift your spirits than to get your mind off what's getting them down. Oh man, I'm so depressed lately. You know what I think will fix things up? Going to class. Yeah, that's something that you hear all the time. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Maybe he's alright, checking out the Institute probably would cheer me up. No, it wouldn't. I'm telling you, they asked me to solve a math problem uninstalling, okay? Yeah, I think you're onto something here. Would it be okay if I tagged along? Of course, I was kind of hoping you would. Shall we? Whoa! What was that? A bird? What the? A car? What the? Sorry about that, guys! Hey, I recognize you two. Yo, they got 2 of them now. Didn't they only have 1 last time? You guys came here for a field study one time with your classmates, right? Yeah, and we've talked to you like 3 times since we got here. Hit the nail on the head, but mind explaining what those 2 tiny cars are? Actually, I think I remember seeing them during our field study too. Wait, were you at the field study, Machias? Oh yeah, you were, weren't you? These babies, they're a new kind of toy that we're developing. We're calling them orbital remote-controlled cars. They're basically little cars that run on orbital power that you can drive around with these radio frequency control devices. With things settling down here in the Roer, we're off to test our new and improved ones all around town. That's some impressive technology. We replicated the look of the Reinford Company's Lux line of vehicles very well too. Yeah, they look ugly. Do you recognize the Machias? The number of cars on the roads of Heimdall, you start to recognize different models after a while. Eventually I decided to start doing some research into what each one had to offer. Oh, is Machias a gearhead? Maybe his one I mean, it's still pretty nerdy, but it's a more socially acceptable kind of nerdy. The Lux series was one of the ones that I found myself particularly fond of, so its name stuck in my mind. Now there's a man with taste. If you can appreciate the beauty of these little babies, you're gonna go far in life. Actually, you're just the kind of guy we'd like to give this thing a little test run. Are you serious? As serious as we've ever been. We want as many people playing with these things as possible, right? Actually, it'd be great if you could grab another friend too. 3 people racing against each other wouldn't just be awesome, it'd be able to provide us some valuable data. Come on, Eustace, you know you have to join. Well, in that case, we'd happy to play with your cars for you. I already know who our third will be, though I'd hardly call him a friend. You're not thinking of... Yep, he was. Of all the things you could summon me out of the blue for, a toy car race. So it's not as though I have anything better to do. I accept your challenge. Smile while you still can. Expect you to give this your all too, Reen. Okay, if you insist. Skirt! Well, now that you know the controls, the course will take you from here around the front of the RF building and to the top of the steps over near F. You have to chase after your cars though, since the orbital waves have a limited range. Well then, shall we get started? Do I have to actually do something? Take your positions. Ready, set, go! Oh, you're not moving? The cars at the starting line and the race of the century began. Race of the century? Damn. Lloyd and Randy's battle race has been freaking upstaged by RC cars. The three of them chased furiously after their cars, struggling to adjust to the unfamiliar controls. And as I finally neared the finish line, Eustace and Machias hit their competitive peak, each one desperate to claim victory. It was then that Machias pulled out his shotgun and started blasting at Eustace. Get the hell out of my way! Kneel before me, fool. Guys, calm down a bit or you're gonna... Oh. What? Impossible. Hey, we win. And we have our winner! In first place, Reen Schwarzer! Reen Schwarzer wins by doing absolutely nothing? Seriously? It was a neck-and-neck race, but once they crashed their cars, Eustace and Machias didn't stand a chance. Looks like you got a bit carried away at the wheel there, fellas. That was careless of me. This is completely ridiculous. We got some fantastic data thanks to you three. I'll have to get this back to the lab and start brainstorming improvements right away. I want to add a rocket launcher on mine. Great work, you guys. Thanks. The race complete, Eustace went back to whatever he was doing, and the researcher skipped off gleefully to the Institute. Dude, didn't expect that would end up being such a big thing. I'm a little frustrated that I didn't manage to come in first. But if the whole thing cheered you up, I'd say it was well worth doing. Thanks, Machias, that means a lot. And no need to make a big deal out of it. On a more pragmatic note, I can't see something like toy cars can be very successful during wartime. That's another reason for us to fight for peace, I suppose. Yeah, it's a fight that I'm sure we'll win. Besides, if these things ever make it to the market, we can have another race. Sounds good to me. Next time I'm taking Eustace down. But we're the defending champion. So far, I do have to admit, so far we've had 3 different people try and cheer up Reen. One was, hey, carry these bags for me. Machias decided, let's go to school. Elliot still wins on that front with the whole, let's have a frickin' jam session. Those remote-controlled cars are fascinating little toys, aren't they? If they hit the market, they'll be the first in line. I'll be the first in line. You have to sleep out in front of the store to do it. But on that day, I'll challenge you to another race and I'll win. I mean, if you can. Nerd. Okay. Is there anybody in the Institute? Because Toa and Angelica are in the... whatchamacallit. What, the Alliance was drawn for Roer? Not working on the cars, I see. I've been lied to. Okay, so there's, I forgot about Elisa and Alphen up there. Oh, there's Gaius, Ophi's at the airport, and you're in the repair shop. Okay. Jackass is doing some maintenance on my orbital gun for me. With a name like that, I wasn't sure what to expect when Lisa introduced me to him, but he seems to really know his stuff. I just wish he had a bit more of a refined, dandyish aura about him, sort of like Gwen. He'd be more my type. Shut up. The inside of your head must be a terrifying place to live. You have no idea, Reen. All kidding aside, though, you should take this chance to make sure your gear is in good shape. There's no telling when you'll need to put it through some hard use, or it always pays to be prepared. Maybe I should take this chance to have a look around here, too. Hey, I've decided that, like, just having a sword's kind of dumb. Can I have, like, a gun and a sword, too? Because I think that'd be cool. Say, would you mind if I hung around here with you until your maintenance is finished up? Or maybe I could, like, have my sword be a gun at the same time. I mean, it doesn't, like, really have to, like, actually shoot anything, but just, like, have, like, a cool, like, pistol grip, on the handle hilt of the sword. That'd be cool, right? That'd be like real stylish. I'm pretty sure that hasn't been like copyrighted or not. Now that I look around, there seem to be a lot of things here worth checking out. You can if you want. Granted, I guess they already have that with Fees, right? With her gun swords, so that actually already is a thing in universe. But I think what you really need is something else. What do you mean by that? Get your sword ready. As soon as he's finished with my gun, there's somewhere I want to take you. You know, like shoot us in the back of the head? It turned out that somewhere ended up being the Nortia Highway. She's gonna hand us a shovel and tell us to start digging her own grave. Alrighty, I don't think anyone's gonna come barging in and disturbing us all the way out here. Yeah, I doubt it. Why'd you bring me here in the first place? You told me not to pick up my sword, so I'm guessing it's not a date. Haha, pshaw, you never been on a Sarah date. Anyway, I hope you're ready to get all hot and heavy with me. As we pour ourselves in a no-holds-barred combat training, could you phrase it a little less horny, please? Are you kidding me? And this time I'm not gonna hold back anything, so you better be ready. I want you to fight me like your life depends on it. Because you can leave this little excursion one of two ways. Walk with your head held high or on a stretcher. One second, I gotta eat some food. I don't have any CP. I don't know what brought this on, but I can see this isn't one of your usual gags. In that case, I accept your challenge. You only get my best today. I'm just saying, you better do the thing, Reen. So began their intense battle. True to her words, Sarah came at Reen with all the fury of a raging storm. Despite her bringing the best of his skill to bear, he was just barely able to withstand her assaults. Reen, do the thing! How are you so strong? This is what it's like when you're not pulling your punches, huh? Damn straight. World's not a nice place, but it's a fair... It's not... Okay, I misread that. The world's not a nice place, it's not a fair place, but I fought tooth and nail for my place in it anyway. The world takes from you too. I've lost count of how many irreplaceable things it's taken from me. So many friends, allies, I don't even have a homeland to call my own now. Instructor? But I did whatever I had to do to keep on living, no matter what. And I stand before you now as the sum of all those ugly, painful experiences. Life will knock you down over and over again, but if you rise just one more time, that makes you the victor. That's something I've kept on believing, and seeing you students give it your all has only strengthened that belief. That's why I've decided that everything life has taught me in the School of Hard Knocks, I'm going to teach to you. Not through words or lessons or fancy platitudes, but through battle. Reen, do the thing! I'm ready to learn. You might have gotten the better of me before, but I'm ready for round 2 anytime. Attaboy, let's not waste time chit-chatting then. You ready? I mean, that's kind of like a staple of JRPGs. You spend just as much time talking as you do fighting. They resumed their battle and the intense training continued. Reen focused everything on the fight, fending off Instructor Sarah's onslaught as best he could. And after a long, difficult fight... Come on, Reen, you didn't even do the thing, man. You've got... The game's giving you carte blanche to do the thing whenever you want, but you're like not gonna do the thing when you're fighting. Reen, why are you such a loser, man? Looks like neither of us has enough energy to go another round. Guess we'll have to call us when it drop. At the very least, I'd say we got into good training. Well fought, Reen. Kinda scary how strong you are, though. It was all I could do to keep you at bay, and I didn't even get a proper hit on you in the end. You could have, though. All you had to do was fire at that power of yours. And you should have, since, you know, I told you to specifically fight like your life depended on it. But, yeah, I mean, she fucking was telling you to do the thing about as much as I tell you to do the thing, and you didn't do the thing. Just messing with me. That consideration you always show for others is part of what makes you strong. I know you're still beating yourself up over what happened yesterday, and that's totally understandable. But at the end of the day, you've got to get past it and move on. No one can do that for you. But you will, though. I have no doubt about that. So, just keep your chin up and your gaze forward, I guess. Thanks, Instructor. I'll try, at least. A lot of people are counting on me, and I don't want to let them down. The two stayed and rested for a while to get their strength back, and once they felt better, they walked together back to Roer. Sarah's got some really good bond events. I mean, she had pretty good ones in the first game, but I feel like they're even better in this one, like on average. Grandpa, how'd I get good hide and seek? What, are you stupid? You hide. People would encourage and advise you from sun to sundown, but at the end of the day, only you can overcome your own problems. All I can tell you is to keep moving forward and trying to do just that. I know you can do it if you put your heart into it. I've seen you do it. Yeah, she's seen you do the thing, so do the thing, Reen. It's not just for beating up robots, it's for beating up important people too. I mean, it says you're at the airport, Fee, but like, I'm not gonna like get in trouble for going over here. I kind of assumed that coming over here was gonna advance the, you know, in the rest day, but I guess we have to actually walk over to the Courageous. Good day to you, must be another one of Thor's students. After all you've done for our city, you're more than welcome here at any time. How's it going? Just leave the Courageous' maintenance to me. I've been watching this ship since she was just a few lines on paper. She's like a child to me now. Now to get her cleaner than she's ever been since she first took flight. This ship's sure running late. Maybe I have to take a detour to avoid a battle or something. I mean, that'd explain it. No sense in risking your passengers' lives by flying over a heated war zone. Yep, these are still boxes, and I'm still staring at them. Just gotta keep staring at this box for another 6 hours and my shift's over. There you are. Heading back to the ship, Reen? Nah, not yet. I'm just wandering and trying to figure out what to do. I really can't think of anything. I'll probably go check in on Valimar and then laze around inside. I'm exhausted everything that went down yesterday. Me too. It's hard to get what happened to V out of my head. He might have been our enemy, but he gave us condolences for our boss's death back at the mine, so it's hard to hate him. He did, didn't he? I almost forgot. V, were you at the... How many people were at the damn field study? I guess that makes sense that I'm not the only one who feels down after all that. It might do me more good to spend time with V since we're both here. Hey, mind if I hang out with you for a bit? I mean, if you think I'll be in the way, just tell me and I'll get going. Of course you won't. Stay here for as long as you like. Thanks, V. Yep, that's a mountain. Meow. What's a kitten doing here? It's meowing. He doesn't look too happy. Maybe he's been separated from his mother? He's not wearing a collar, so I'm guessing he's a stray. Reen, don't worry, we got some time before we need to head back. Let's see if we can reunite him with his mother, shall we? Meow? Kitten in hand, Ree and Fee started walking around the city, trying to find where the kitten's mother could be. No, we don't allow cats to worship at the Church of Adios. Not after the incident. Oh no. The kitten being a stray, they assumed that finding his mother wasn't going to be an easy task, and they were completely right. Reen and Fee asked everyone they could, even Celine, and searched for the missing mother cat with every fiber of their being. In the end... Hey, free cat. Over there! We could have kept the cat, though. I mean, is it kidnapping? Maybe, but, you get a cat out of it, so I think it's, like, kind of okay in the end, right? Looks like we found our mother. Yup. Even without knowing what they're saying, it's obvious that they're family. Mew Mew? Meow? I'm just glad we were able to reunite these two. Me too. Mother must have been looking for him all this time. Nice to know his family didn't abandon him after all. See. Hearing him around reminded me of something that happened the day the boss died. Just before he fell in battle, too. What happened? We wanted to watch the battle between him and the Red Constellation's leader, so we set up camp nearby. All of a sudden, a Jaeger wandered into our camp, a girl about my age. I'm guessing that's Shirley? Another Jaeger that young? Maybe a year older than me? I don't know. We come from the Red Constellation's camp on the other side of the battlefield. All because she was chasing a stray cat. Hold on, she wandered into an enemy camp just before battle? That seemed like an incredibly bad idea. What happened? We didn't attack or anything. I weren't exactly in the mood to start anything with us at that point either. But the two of us just talked while she played with the cat. I can hardly imagine having a casual conversation with the enemy just for your leader's fight to the death. It's also kind of depressing to think that there are other Jaegers your age out there too. I guess, we're not exactly rare. But she was really strong enough to lead a whole battalion in their corps. It was like she lives to be out on the battlefield and killing, loved fighting as much as anyone I've ever seen. She was more man-eating tiger than girl. Sounds like the two of you are total opposites. People tend to paint all Jaegers with the same brush, but the more I talk to you, the more I realize how different they all are. I wonder what she's doing now. Time for a clock? Getting her ass complete and totally destroyed by the Lloydster? I bet she's okay though. She was strong. Strong enough that she'd be fine even if her family left her behind. That's another way we're different. Unlike her, as soon as our family left me, I became a weak little girl who couldn't do anything for herself. There's more to strength than just proficiency in battle, you know? Even if there weren't, you've become a much better fighter since you joined Class 7. I've definitely seen big improvements since our first battle as a class. I mean, turns out getting a flat 30% evasion will help make you OP. Maybe you're right. If I am, though, it's all because you've been there to support me. There's no question about that. Hey, we all help each other improve and get stronger, both on the battlefield and off. You've helped every one of us. But we've still got room to grow, and at this rate, we're going to need to do as much growing as we can. Yeah? Well, you've got a point. But together we'll get strong enough to get through all this. I know we will. Yeah, I feel like that one kind of blew all the other Bond events for this section out of the water. Like, it was so much, more important. In terms of, character development and characterization. Our conversation at the end, they watched the two cats scurry off into the distance. Like, it wasn't even freaking close. I'm really glad we found his mother in the end. Thanks for the help, Reen. What's up, Gaius? Whoa. Hey, guys, you highway bound? That's right, I figured I might head out and fish for a while to pass the time. You're a fisher, Gaius? One of Gwen's favorite fishing holes is supposed to be out there, so I thought I'd give it a try for myself. Oh yeah, I know that one. It's not far from where our boat first landed. Just be careful though, the monsters have gotten a lot tougher than they were when Gwen used to fish out here. Oh well, don't worry about me. In fact, you shouldn't be worried about anything at all. Take some time to de-stress yourself while you've got it. Everyone has times that they need to open a window and let some fresh air into their lives. I'll give that a try, thanks. Maybe fishing with guys will let me open that window he mentioned. Well, how about we fish together? If it's a good enough way for you to unwind, it's good enough for me too. That's what I like to hear. Reen and Gaius then made a beeline to Gwen's old fishing spot on the Spina Byroad. Once they made it there, the two got right to fishing. It was like ages since I first put my carrots to the side for a while and cast out a line like this. Yeah, ever since the war started, we have no shortage of things to be worried about. Reen, also, what are you talking about? You were fishing, yesterday. It's probably healthy for us to take an opportunity to unwind every now and then. Yeah, even now I'm feeling all the built-up tension just kind of soften and melt away. Did you fish much back home? I got in some good rod in real time, sure. Hardly as much as Gwen, though. He used to take me out in his boat to fish, especially when he could tell I was feeling down about something. Really? You always seem so composed. I guess I just assumed that nothing really ever got to you like that. Man, that's embarrassing to admit. We've all got our worries. Don't fret about it. Sure, I feel down sometimes, but it always passes in time. Back home, I was always surrounded by people who cared about me. Mom, Dad, my siblings, neighbors in the settlement. Whenever I started feeling down, they were there to cheer me up. And I always tried to do whatever I could to be there for them in the same way. Sounds like a good life. And that's how you became the dependable guys we all look up to. Literally, because you're, tall? Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. Still, I'd like to think that if there's ever anything you need, you'll be able to rely on me. This class would never have come as far as we have if we hadn't supported each other along the way. You're right about that. I'll make sure to keep it in mind. Big monster? Many small monsters? Monsters! Damn, we might have noticed them more earlier if we'd been paying more attention. This reminds me back on a rescue of Lieutenant General Vander a year ago. At least that time I had a horse. Well, this time you got me. True, together we can take them. Drawing their weapons, Reen and Gaius fought valiantly against a horde of monsters. And despite being vastly outnumbered, it was 5-2, not vastly. They tried by making the most of each other's strength in combat. Well, it's how we managed to beat the odds, wouldn't you? See, you are dependable, just like I said. It takes two to cover each other's back. And when you need me, I'll have yours. Likewise. Battle 1, they made their way back to Roer. Oh, look at that, level 5. Monster intrusion aside, fishing with you is a lot of fun. We should go again sometime. I mean, maybe. Maybe not. Hey, Reen. Hey there, glad to see you're taking it easy. You've earned it. Right back at you, Angelica. Are you taking a break together then? Well, we certainly are. Nothing makes me happier than spending some quality time with my dear sweet Toa. George, okay, so you said this last time. Angie, you really haven't changed a bit. In a weird way, I've missed this. Maybe I should ask to join them since I'm here and all. Yes, yes, protect Toa. Hey, would you mind if, would you ladies mind if I join you? Not at all. I guess I'll have to pay you. We'll have to pay for you since you're the Bright-Eyed first year. Yeah, Reen has no money. I mean, Reen does, fund everyone's weapon upgrades, so, everyone owes him. This really is relaxing. Tea here is nice for a working-class diner, isn't it? I've always been fond of this place. Always used to sneak out of the mansion for some, to relax like a sweet and innocent young maiden. Angie, you aren't supposed to be drinking alcohol. I mean, you're also not supposed to, like, lead a rebellion against the provincial lord, but she still did that, and no one got mad. Forgive me, my dear. Still, it feels like it's been ages since we were last able to sit and talk like this. Setting things aside with my father paid off. It really has been too long. Yeah, it has. Hold on, your hair's looking a little disheveled, Toa. What? Well, it makes sense that it might. I guess ever since I started wearing the captain's hat, I haven't been paying much attention. That won't do at all. Your hair's so long and beautiful, you should take better care of it. I don't know, why don't I comb it for you? Would you mind? It's been so long since you last did it, I kinda miss it. Her hair's so close, it's adorable. That should do the trick. Yeah, it looks weird. Wow. Kinda strange seeing you with your hair down, but I gotta admit, it really suits you. You think? She looks surprisingly mature when she has her hair down, doesn't she? I don't know, it looks weird, if I'm being honest. Even though I usually like long hair, I guess because it's just not something, it's so different. Cuteness and maturity, the best of both worlds. She's such a queen. Okay, that's enough, Angie. Can I have my ribbon back? Nope, not yet. This is my chance to try all kinds of fun things with your hair. I've had a collection of ribbons stored away for next time I got to play with it like this. Stay right here while I go get them. Hold on a minute. Too late. He is unbelievable. I don't know, Toa, there's no harm in spending time like this together once in a while. When you think about it, these are the kind of peaceful moments we're fighting to return to. That's true enough. Angie and I were recently talking about how things would have been if the war hadn't started. If we were still at the academy, our time would be rapidly coming to an end. Second year, so this is the time we really need to think about what to do after graduation. Oh yeah, have you been able to give that any thought? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fortunate enough to have received offers from all kinds of organizations and ministries. George has gotten them from research facilities and institutes all across the country. And Angie seems to have a lot on her mind about what to do, what with her family and all. Well, she also doesn't need to work, because she's rich. I've got my work cut out for me if I hope to be in as good a position as you guys when I graduate. You are still a first year, so I wouldn't sweat if I were you. You've still got plenty of time. Also, you could just use your robot to, like, take over a small town and become, like, lord that way. Just become a noble the old-fashioned way, you know? To tell you the truth, though, I think the war has made all of us more unsure of what to do. Even assuming that it does end when we're able to go back to our lives like they were before, well, we have a duty to think about this country's future. Just picking some career off a list isn't good enough. I'm amazed you're thinking on such a grand scale. Personally, I feel like I've got my head full just thinking about my own future. I really can't compare. That's not true at all. I think it's only because of you that we're able to see things like this. What? Well, your class is a source of hope to all of us. It's only because we've got that hope we can believe in that we can even think of what to do when this war's over. As long as you're out there fighting to bring it to an end, we can all believe the end will really come. Yeah, but like, all the plot just happens without us, really. If you think about it. Like, last chapter, Sharon had it all under control. Nightheart would have saved, what's her name? Fiona. Like, we didn't really have to be there. So let's keep fighting together, okay? We were able to save Angie. I'm sure we can do anything else we put our minds to. You think so? I mean, honestly, this game kind of has the same problem I had with, like, Azure. With, like, the first 4 chapters or whatever. Where it felt like everything you do in the game, it was, like, actually some other third-party character was going to do the thing. Anyway, so it's like, really, you didn't accomplish anything? Like, it doesn't feel like us doing anything played all that significant of a role? Because, like, Sharon was still going to win, was gonna save Irina. Angelica won the fight against her dad. So, like, all that was pretty much gonna play out the same, really. What am I even saying? Of course we can. Feel a lot better now, Toa. Thanks. Because, I mean, Vulcan only intervened because he wanted to fight Reen, right? So he wouldn't have done that otherwise? Glad I could help. Oh, did I miss something? The wingman's back? Oh, you're back. If you want to enjoy a date with my little toe, you should have asked, Reen. You're the only man I'd even think of entrusting her to. I would have helped set things up nice and smooth. What are you talking about? Run, Reen, run. Angelica made their way over to the table and went right to work trying an obscene number of cute ribbons on Toa. Reen casually sat back and enjoyed his tea, every once in a while cracking a warm smile at an increasingly flustered Toa. I wonder if Toa's gonna become a party member? I mean, you know, they already hinted at it with the last one with her getting a gun, but they pretty much just kind of gave it away there. Not only did you schedule a romantic rendezvous with my lovely little Toa, you did so right in front of me. That takes some guts. I figured I was the apex predator in the courting kingdom, but maybe I should watch out for you. Shut up, Angelica. If it weren't for Class 7, we wouldn't even be thinking about graduation right now, let alone what to do after it. So let's keep fighting. If we're able to save Angie, I'm sure we'll be able to do anything else we put our minds to. Oh, there's Millet, so there's the Millster, and then Elisa and Alphen, and then we're done. Wait, do I ever talk to Celine? I didn't even realize Celine was over here. Escalators, I do not bow to. I do not believe in their authority. What's up? Hey, Selena, what brought you here? Box. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. My desire for privacy and quiet. Have you even tried taking a nap on the Courageous? Looking at you, you definitely haven't. You look like something the cat dragged in, and that's being generous. Yeah, I've been better, yeah. No, I just tell you to forget about what's happened already, but we're beyond that point, so try not to let it shake you too much. Depression isn't exactly going to be our ally in the days to come. Don't let it take over you, okay? Man, I must look really bad if even you're trying to cheer me up. Don't get the wrong idea here. I just don't want you to take your Mobius into battle with you and get both of us killed. I'm worried about me, alright? I got it, I got it. I heard you found the kitten's mother. What kind of weirdo goes out of their way to help others when you're depressed themselves? You're a rare breed. I do like that her dialogue reflects Fee's bonding of it. That's a neat little touch. Okay, well, let's talk to the Millster. I guess at the store? I guess the Eisengroff's pretty much stuck on Moore Station for the time being. Well, better stuck than under Alliance control, right? Now think about it, I never went and got what I left in there a while ago. Maybe I should grab it before it starts running again. Maybe I should tag along, it'd be kinda cool to take a look inside too. Mind if I join you, Milliam? I didn't exactly get to look around last time we were in there, and to be honest, I'd kinda like to. I'm not stopping you. In the words of Fee, let's roll. Did she say that? They spoke to the RMP officers guarding the station and were granted permission to step aboard the Eisengroff. Once inside, they went straight to the front carriage, and Milliam found what she was looking for on the engine room's dashboard. Oh, it's a stuffed bear. Pretty big one, too. Is it something Lecter gave her, maybe? He's awesome, isn't he? Gramps! Gramps bought him for me a while back as a reward for completing a mission. What? I'm having a hard time imagining Chancellor Osborne buying something so cute as a present. Yeah, I guess he didn't seem like the type, huh? He probably bought it for me on a whim. I wasn't trying to suggest he was a cold-hearted person or anything, just that, you know. Hey, while we're here, you want to go do some exploring? I bet the chairs in here are way softer than any sofa you've ever tried. Sure, why not? Still, we're putting the RMP out, remember? We can't spend too long in here. Man, you weren't kidding. These really are comfy. It was a gift from the Emperor, though, so it's no wonder it'd be so ritzy. I know, right? I'm jealous of how much he got to use it, too. He got to live it up on his way to the conference in Crossbell. Oh yeah, Prince Oliver and Toa were on board for that trip, too. What's up? Nothing. I was just thinking about how this train's lost its master. Kind of a weird fucking way to put it, Reed. Same way you, Captain Claire, and the other Ironbloods have. That's true. Guess he can't really live up to anymore if he's dead, huh? Nothing we can do about it, though. Karot smartened him, and that's that. I can't believe you actually managed to kill him. I wasn't expecting you to be able to talk about it so partially. I mean, if you're upset about it, there's no need to force yourself not to let it show, you know? Why would I be? When Dad was shot by that Jaeger, I was beside myself with worry and anger. Yeah, but like... I mean, it's different, you know? I think even Milliam isn't naive enough to know that Osborn wasn't just using her for his own purposes, right? And the Chancellor was like a father to all of you, wasn't he? I'm just saying, there's no need to force yourself to seem happy. If you need a shoulder to cry on, Sorry, I really don't know what you mean. It didn't even like to cry anyway. What do you mean, what's it like to cry? Really, you've done it before? Everyone has. I'm asking because I seriously don't know. Wait, you're serious? You've never cried, not once. I guess not. I've felt moved when reading books and felt kind of lonely when someone wasn't there anymore. But being upset by something that tears come out of your eyes just seems kind of alien to me. How? Never cried? Never? She's younger than the rest of us, but by her age, most people have done it more than they can count. What'd you go all quiet for? Are you still down about that stuff with V? You're up, okay? It's no fun if you're all gloomy like this. No, it's okay. I just was having a hard time processing what you're saying. I just want you to remember one thing. All of us in Class 7, you're both a classmate and a friend. If anything were to happen to you, all of us would be incredibly upset. Enough to cry. A lot. Just remember that. Okay. I still don't know what you're trying to say, but I'll keep it in mind. I really like all you guys too. And come on, with how reckless you are, you're gonna run into trouble way before I do. Fair point. I'll be careful. Yeah, but, Milliam, I have a real, like, max HP pool that's not, freaking 2. After they finished talking, the two left the Eisengraf, a stuffed bear in hand. That one was pretty good. I'll admit. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a Milliam hater or nothing, but she's definitely not, well, I don't know, she's kind of like mid-tier for me. I don't know what half the stuff you said meant, though. Well, whatever. I'll probably figure it out someday. Honestly, if they got rid of any and all sexual dialogue relating to Milliam, she would probably be like a high-tier character. It's just, you know, the game's really fucking weird with her at times. Oh no. No, I refuse. You will not best me, Escalator. But, okay, yeah, obviously you can't use that elevator, dumbass. Gotta use the other elevator. Anything in here to look at? Alright, Lisa, what's up? What are you up to, Lisa? I'm just checking out the rooms to make sure everything's in order. Sharon supposedly put everything back in order now that Director Ragnar's gone, but still. Can't hurt to double check, right? I'd hate if he ran off with something valuable on his way out. Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who develops sticky fingers. Do you want a hand or anything? I'm fine, thanks. I got a pretty good idea of where everything was, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. Mother's more than busy up now, so I might as well just get it done. I feel like I should help her out anyway. Are you sure about doing this on your own? I mean, two people will be able to get the job done twice as fast, right? What are you planning, Schwarzer? Nothing at all, I swear. Just kidding. Of course I'll take you up on that. Two of them made their way around the Reinford household, scouring each and every room for any signs of malfeasance or missing property. Fortunately, thanks to Sharon organizing everything the night before, it didn't take them too long. Before they knew it, they only had one room remaining, the chairman's room. Well, I'm glad to see that at least the rooms aren't a complete mess like they were yesterday. Sharon's done a great job cleaning everything up. It doesn't look like there's anything missing either. Well, that's good news. As much as I feel bad criticizing Angelica's uncle, Heidel Ragnar must be an absolute slob. You think that a noble would at least pay a little more mind to cleanliness? I feel sorry for his housekeeping staff. Well, no, I mean, if you If you have people who clean up after you, you're not gonna care about being clean because it doesn't affect you. It's probably more than being a noble. He thought he could get away with never having to clean anything. Imprisoning your mother seemed to have inflated his ego. You're probably right. Suddenly having power over someone he was never able to stand against must have been a real treat. Either way, we're almost finished up here, so... What is it? I just noticed something sticking out slightly from between the two of these books. This is... it's a photo. Photograph of you as a little girl. Looks like your mother, which would mean... Yeah, that's my father. Why is this hidden away on her desk, though? Maybe she pulled it out to look at every now and then while she was working, but didn't want anyone to know? Honestly, I'm surprised too, but here it is. I don't think there's any doubt that it's important to her. I guess you're right. Lisa put the photograph back where she found it, and the two of them finished checking the rest of the rooms. Once their work was done, they treated themselves to a well-deserved rest. You got any chairs in this place, or do we have to stand all the time? Well, that sure took a while, huh? I can only imagine how much of a task that would have been if you had to do it all by yourself. Truth be told, I probably would have given up partway in and just left the rest to Sharon. Thank you so much, Reen. What, helping out? Well, sure, but while finding that photo earlier might have just been a coincidence. I doubt I would have looked around in Mother's room if you hadn't been here. If I hadn't, I never would have discovered that, or realized that maybe somewhere, deep down, she really does care. I think you would have. Even if not today, you'd realize it eventually. She's your mother, after all. The two of you will always have that connection as family, like it or not. I think the day will come when the two of you understand how much you care for each other, with or without a photo to show. I'd like to think so too. Talking with you like this reminds me of when we had our field study here. We had a little heart-to-heart about Mother back then, didn't we? Is this the same room? It was this room, actually. There's a lot I'm really thankful to you for, though. I wouldn't have been able to free Mother or this city on my own. And this is hard the first time you supported me or helped me accomplish something when I needed it most. So for all the times I was too stubborn to say it, thank you, Reen. And I hope I'll get the chance to repay you for this someday, for everything. Repay me? Well, anyway, thanks for all your help today. You're kicked out. You're banished. This city is mine. You are not allowed anymore. Okay. I'm not sure what that was all about, but I guess I better get ready to head out too. Shut up, Reen. You don't get to be this oblivious, okay? That was Lloyd's thing, alright? And it was funnier with Lloyd because he was also supposed to be like, you know, have like supernatural abilities of observation, but was also a complete dumbass. So it was like, you know, it had an extra layer of it, I guess. You deserve nothing but the highest praise for the way you fought yesterday, Master Reen. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Were it not for your assistance, I doubt I would have been able to even rescue the chairman, much less liberate Roer. Yeah, okay, whatever. You have a most heartfelt thanks. You said that we would have been able to do either of those things. You said that likely would have been able to do either of those things without you. This is a team effort through and through. And the last person who deserves any praise. If I had just been a little stronger, he would still be alive. Well, actually, no. Because if you'd been a little stronger, he would have just died faster. As much as I would like to, I'm afraid I have no right to attempt to comfort you. Not after having done the things I have. Sharon? Some might see your willingness to mourn the death of an enemy as a weakness, and understandably so. But I see it as just the opposite. I see it as a strength that you and your classmates possess. Though I won't insult you by telling you that it's wrong to feel the way you do. I'm positive that you'll find a way to come to terms with those feelings on your own, though I'm here for you if you need me. Thanks. Hey, have some character development, please, so I don't have to, like, think you're the worst character. I see that you're able to spend some enjoyable one-on-one time with Lady Elisa. Your expression suggests you are merely a step away from taking, like, see, oh, and you ruined it. Oh, wait, nope. Sorry. There's a copy of a magazine called Cars Monthly here. I think this is some sort of automotive magazine published abroad. They got a whole section here just dedicated to car paint colors. This one looks kind of cool. Hey, what were you saying, Alvin? Sorry, cars are more important than you. I was spending some quality time here in the study until it's time to leave, but pulling myself away from the double temptation of the books and Sharon's coffee may prove to be quite the struggle. Maybe I should join her for a while. She seems like she could use some company. Mind if I stick around a little longer? Not at all. We don't get many chances to spend time together like this, so let's make the most of it. Green could never say no to some of Sharon's coffee, and in fact, asked her to make another pot for them. He then died of a caffeine overdose. With that, he and Princess Alphen spent some time perusing the countless books gathered in the library. This coffee really has a nice aroma to it. Doesn't it? Sitting back and enjoying a cup of Sharon's coffee, engrossed in a book, I think I've found the definition of bliss. Well, I can see where you're coming from. It never ceases to amaze me how many books there are in here, and even the variety of topics and genres represented. I guess Gwen has always had a pretty broad range of interests, though, so it makes sense that his library would be just as diverse. I don't get why all the books in one of the corner are so sticky, though. Indeed, but that only makes it more difficult to decide which volume to read next. Although I must admit, I was a little disappointed to find one particular genre underrepresented here. Oh god, no. Oh, which one? The titillating tales loved by fair ladies all across the Empire. Stories about the lives and loves of handsome gentlemen, and books that warms the heart of all those who thrill to their prose. Oh, those books. I remember you saying that they were pretty popular at St. Estrella too, right? The Courageous was lacking in that genre too until Dorothy came and seeded it with some volumes from her own collection. So, does Elise, have any interest in those kind of books? It's so much more magical to just leave the truths of those things to your imagination. No. We're talking about a realm created by and for pure-hearted maidens, after all. It's not a place where gentlemen should tread lightly. Fair enough. I'm curious, but not that curious. Try to at least regulate your corrupting influence, though. That'd be great. If that's truly what you wish, I suppose I ought to respect your wishes. But teasing her is my most cheeriest pastime, so I'd really prefer to keep at it. You can do whatever the hell you want as long as you get her to, have the hots for someone else. Don't encourage the incest, and you can corrupt her as much as you want. I wonder if she realizes her struggles are mainly just for entertainment. Still, teasing her no, I'm glad Elise has at least one close friend she can depend on. Oh, and speaking of entertaining pastimes, I actually learned a delightful little card game called Blade from Sharon yesterday. Perhaps we could play a few rounds together. You will be destroyed? That sounds fun. I accept your challenge. Ring got the cards and began what seemed like it would be a few quick, friendly rounds of Blade. As they played, things unexpectedly ended up getting fairly heated, with each of them determined to come out on top while holding nothing back. In the end, the time they spent playing together was as enjoyable as the time they had spent reading. This really is quite an amusing little game. It's nice that even an inexperienced player like me doesn't start at too great a disadvantage. Yeah, because it's all RNG bullshit. Yeah, the updated version has a lot more strategy to it, though. I mean, it does have a little bit more. At the end of the day, if you get low top decks and your cards are bad, you're kind of fucked, but there's a bit more to it. But I have a fond memory of this version. I have a lot of fond memories of this version of the game. I almost can't help but like it. Pat Crow is the one who gave me my very first deck of Blade cards. Oh, really? It was sad to see the two of you fighting each other, especially after all you've been through together. What is it that forces the two of you to fight like this? Well, you summoned Exodia this one time and fucking instantly won, and I was so mad that we quit being friends. Well, honestly, I think it's a battle of wills, and both of us are just too stubborn to just give up and walk away. What do you mean? Green told Princess Alphen about everything that had happened between him and Crow. And as he went up dragging those memories from what seemed like a lifetime ago, he went through a whole spectrum of emotions. And yet through it all, she had quietly and considerately listened until he finished telling her all there was to tell. You could think of it as a high-stakes game of Blade, Crow on one side and me on the other, and he just kept fucking top decking sevens and I kept getting ones. It's bullshit. I was about to win and then he had a mirror as his last card and just won instantly. Friggin' nonsense. Neither of us are willing to compromise on the things that make us who we are. Our beliefs, our past, our friends. Without compromise, all that's left for us is to meet each other head on and see who comes out on top. I just hope that while we're doing that, we'll discover where life will lead us and what to do with ourselves after this is all over. I see. Boys will be boys, I suppose. But hearing you describe it, I almost envy Crow's position. Well, why is that? I just meant Elise would probably think that if she were here right now, envying Crow, I mean... After all, it's almost like fate is pushing you and Crow together. It fills my imagination with, thoughts. Rena's leaving now. Just a word to the wise. Guys aren't too hot about being paired up with their male friends when they don't lean that way. Well, like it or not, I consider myself fully invested in this little battle of wills now. So I intend to stay with you and see just how it all pans out. I mean, you don't know that Crow's not like that, dude. You can't, I mean, I guess you could speak for yourself, but you're more than welcome to come along for the ride, Your Highness, wherever it may take us. Alright, we're kind of like an awkward time. I don't know if we really have time to... Because I assume when we go back to the cage, we'll have like a cutscene. So this might just be it for the video. I'm surprised it took that long to do the last few Bond events, but some of them were... Like, the field one was pretty lengthy. I'll be sure to watch over that fateful clash between you and Crow when the time comes, especially since it's sure to lead to some juicy developments for us ladies. Running, running, running. This was once Elisa's father's study. It isn't used anymore. And that kind of simple sentence has like a lot of emotion in it, in all honesty. I can't believe I let the perfect opportunity slip through my fingers. I'm such a coward. You say something? Ah! No, I'm just thinking out loud. I still have stuff I need to organize, so might leave me alone for a bit? Sure, no problem. Anything in here worth peeking at? No? Yeah, I guess that's gonna be... We'll probably go ahead and just stop, because I don't really have too much time to record. It really just only had enough time for this one video. We'll double check that we talked to everyone. And we talked to you guys, talked to everyone around here. Did the Institute. Yeah, man, I guess we're done. I talked to you. Whoa, I'm working again. Yeah, the share is Rebecca. Yeah, you're the same. Did we talk to Toa and them after we finished her thing? I think we did. Yeah, because then Angelica's like, ah, you're freaking, ah. I think that's the exact line of dialogue, I believe. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. Next time, we will return to the Courageous and get ready to progress the main story. And, well, not really progress the main story. We'll probably, you know, get ready to do some more side stuff before we get our next operation, which I am enjoying the flow of the game, though. Like, kind of it being a bit more open-ended, but also unlocking the new areas and having the kind of central hub location of the Courageous and the recruiting people. I think that's all pretty well done. I do have some still, like I've kind of mentioned, like the little minor problems where I do feel like some of our actions aren't actually as important as the game makes it out to be, because it does feel like the side NPC characters are going to just kind of do the thing we did anyway. Because, like, I don't know. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.